Hi, I'm Iris Zinck, and I am delighted to be a part of the North Atlantic and Europe Regional Qualifier for the CFA Top Cat Challenge. I have been involved with virtual shows since they got started this summer, but this is my first opportunity to actually judge one, so I found it very exciting. We have a number of sponsors for this event. We have Zymox, who is very well known. We have Susie Cat, who's going to be donating some sturdy products to the Best Cat in Show. And we also have several clubs that are sponsoring prizes. My club, Nemo, is going to be giving a $20 Amazon gift card to the top 3 cats in every class in my ring. And now we're going to look at the Premiership cats. And the first one is something a little bit different. My 15th best cat is not a CFA recognized breed. It happens to be a Savannah. And I was very taken with this cat when I read the standard and looked at it. The first thing I saw was that there was supposed to be an equilateral triangle look to the face, which there is. There is a very long description of the shape of the eyes, which I do believe this guy meets. The ears are supposed to be remarkably large. They are large. I'm not sure if they're remarkably large, but I could never call them anything but large. And they are set high. And these guys don't have rosettes like Bengals. They have vivid spots on this agouti ground and a muscular body and tall, tall legs. They're very striking. They're very exotic. I have had the pleasure of handling them in another association, and I am delighted to make this guy my 15th best cat in Premiership. My 14th best cat in Premiership is a Devon Rex with a dense coat, wavy all over. Look at those luminous green eyes, muscular body with a bow-legged stance, beautiful definition to the 3 curves of that head. This handsome guy is today number 14. And speaking of luminous eyes, here we have a Bengal. You can, having just seen the Savannah, you can certainly see the contrast between the Bengal and the Savannah. This guy has medium-sized ears. He has rosettes with great depth of color gradation inside them, muscular body, wonderful look to that face. I love the way the markings accent the eyes and give him a sweet expression that's also a little bit wild at the same time. Today, this handsome guy is my 13th best cat. I love long-haired Japanese bobtails, especially if they are Nikkeis, and even more so if they're odd-eyed. So there was no way I was not going to find a spot for this beautiful girl. I love the way her long hair makes her pom-pom tail look even more dramatic. I love her pattern and the sparkling white to most of her coat. She has great depth of flank. She is beautifully presented with that graceful wind-blown look that I love to see in a long-haired Japanese bobtail. And today she is my 12th best cat in Premiership. 11th best is a gorgeous 5-year-old Bombay. If you want to see a cat sparkle, take a black cat and put it against a black background and light it properly, and you'll get a cat that sparkles just like this girl does. Look at the sheen to that coat. Look at the wonderful eye color she has. Look at the beautiful features. She is just a stunner. Today, she is my 11th best in Premiership. And here we have one of our senior citizens in the Premiership class. This guy is 8 years and 5 months old, cream and white bicolor. Look how beautifully those copper eyes contrast with the pale cream and white coat that just goes on forever. He's got a short tail, and I'm sure he's got short legs to match. The coat just won't quit. This guy is my 10th best in Premiership. And here we have a cat that I remember from having judged in real life, and this is a wonderful picture of him. He is in his prime now because the British Shorthair is a slow maturing breed, and they do take a while to mature, and he is almost 4, so he is really at his peak. I love the pose with one paw up as though he's reaching out to shake your hand, although with the famous British Reserve, he might not be inclined to do that. He looks like he's smiling. The white whisker pads sort of accentuate the look of the smile. His head is beautifully rounded. His eyes are also round. His ear set is the proper set. He's just a lovely example of a British Shorthair, and today he is number 9. I had 2 color point Shorthairs in my final. This one was my second best of breed. I love the intensity of that blue eye color. It just takes my breath away. I also love the long flat profile, the elegant long neck that makes me think this guy probably has long, elegant legs and a body to match. He is just beautifully refined, and he is a cream point. He is, how old? Second best. He is 5, I believe, and he is today my 8th best cat in Premiership. And here we have a gorgeous 2.5-year-old cream point Burman. It is really hard to see the definition of gloving on one of these pale colored Burmans, but you can see the gloving beautifully on this guy. You can also see that he's got a nice Roman nose. The ears are set as much on the side as on the top of the head, and the tops of the ears are rounded, even though there are tufts that make them look pointed. His coat is lying flat but has wonderful body to it, you can just tell. This gorgeous guy is my 7th best in Premiership. And here is my other color point Shorthair. This one is a red point, and he is younger, just 2 years old in this picture, while the older color point had richer eye color. This guy, I think, has more overall refinement and elegance. Look at that beautiful profile. Look how the ears continue the line of that elegant triangular wedge, the long neck, the pale coat contrasting so beautifully with the rich red point color. This guy is my 6th best cat in Premiership. And here we have a 5-year-old American Shorthair who looks like she is ready to party. I love the adorable facial marking she's got. It's like freckles gone wild. She has the proper American Shorthair eye shape, softer above and more rounded below. She has a broad chest and what looks to be a very muscular body and a nice powerful jaw that should enable her to totally pulverize a catnip toy. Not that she would ever go after anything more dangerous than a catnip toy. This gorgeous girl is my 5th best cat in Premiership. This guy is reaching for the stars. What a gorgeous exotic. Look how beautiful and vibrant that red color is, and that bullseye pattern. It just takes my breath away. Got a beautiful flat profile, gorgeous copper eye color, and tiny little ears. Everything he needs to be a stunning example of an exotic, and he is my 2nd best exotic and 4th best cat in Premiership. Here we have a ragdoll with the most symmetrical facial markings I have ever seen on a ragdoll. It's a perfect inverted V. If somebody had marked it with a paintbrush or a marker, they couldn't have gotten it any crisper and cleaner. It's just perfection. The eyes are vivid blue ovals, just as the standard calls for. I love the length of that body, the muscular legs and heavy boning, the full ruff and the coat lying flat yet full the way it's supposed to. This guy is my third best cat in Premiership. I briefly bred Oriental Longhairs, and this one is absolutely stunning. Look at that profile. Look at the length of the body and legs. Beautiful elegance, long, lean, lithe. And then you have this feathering of long coat that makes it a long hair rather than a short hair. Absolutely stunning. There was another picture in the collection that showed that this is an odd-eyed cat, which endears him to me even more, and I am delighted to make him my second best cat in Premiership. This is a wow kitty. Look how those gorgeous copper eyes set off the beautiful brown tabby markings, the tiny little ears, the beautiful roundness of the head. You got a muscular body here with short tree trunk legs, vivid tabby markings, that rich tail with the beautiful tabby stripes on it. This guy, it just doesn't get any better than this when you're looking at an exotic. This guy is my absolute best cat in Premiership. And as we look at the team credits for this show, there is someone who should be mentioned and is not. I would like to send a shout out to Patty Jacoberger, who pitched in and helped with the PowerPoints when we ran into a bit of a snag. And we are going to get done on time because of Patty. So thank you, Patty. And thank you to everybody who entered, supported the region, and voted.